Pamela Spence, medical herbalist here. These are my clinic notes for this week. So at the moment, people are talking a lot about coming out of lockdown. And we talked a couple of episodes back about the fact that this was raising anxiety levels. And I really feel like this week it's been more around practicalities. So we're all aware that we are starting to have a little bit more to do with other people. We're maybe out a little bit more. We might have even been to some restaurants or beer garden or things like that. And so there are two things that I notice coming out of this. One of those things is that people are thinking a lot about what of their old lives they want to pick back up again, if they are lucky enough to have that choice. So I hear lots of people saying that lockdown has actually brought with it a sense of needing to do less, a sense of not needing to run around crazy all the time, a sense of not wanting to pick all those things back up. And what I've been saying to my patients is that really, this is the time to make your decision. This is the time to, if you find yourself getting back out there and doing too much, stop and rethink it. Really think about how you felt in the middle of lockdown when, you know, we were having those conversations around, well, it's actually quite nice not to have to take the kids to all these different clubs and be at all these different places at the weekend. And that sense that a lot of people felt, I understand not everybody, but a lot of people felt about just settling into kind of being home and enjoying that and finding a sense of rest in it as well, which was one of the kind of the plus points that we didn't see coming. And so while we're starting to pick things up, and in Scotland the children are going back to school, well, we'll know for sure today when the announcement's made, but children are going back to school, we think, in a few weeks' time, and we're thinking about going back into that life again. So just stop and think, what is it that you do want to pick up? Because one of the things that I know to be true for most modern people is that we probably do too much. And a lot of us find that that leads to stress and to keeping going, you know, the hamster on the wheel. And that has significant impacts on it raises our stress levels, and that has significant impacts on our immunity, on our digestion for some people, on our sleep quality. And it has big impacts that can accumulate over time on our health. So this is a good time to reset that balance. The second thing that's coming up is the practicalities of the fact that our immune systems, having been fairly well, I was going to use the word shielded, that's become to mean a very specific thing in these days of coronavirus, but protected, let's say, by not being in so many public places, is about to be exposed again. It's very important that we keep on top of our immune health. So some of you may have noticed there have been a lot of new studies and reports around the importance of vitamin D. And we put along with that vitamin C and zinc in our diets. But certainly a couple of big studies, one coming out of Oxford, one coming out of Dublin, other work that's been done in New York, showing that many of us have low vitamin D status, and certainly looking out the window right now, the lack of sunshine we're having in Scotland just now, we probably all need to be thinking about supplementing vitamin D on a daily basis, and that very much does help to strengthen up our immune system. So getting out in the sunshine when you can, when it's possible, will be helpful as well. And then just thinking, if you are starting to be out a lot more in public places, you may want to begin bringing some herbs into your daily routine that we would use for immune support. Things like echinacea, elderberry, as we know, got absolutely sold out. It felt like worldwide. No herbalist could get a hold of it at the beginning of the pandemic because of its antiviral and immune constituents. And of course, now we're waiting for the new elderberry harvest to come. So you can buy over-the-counter versions of elderberry syrups, or you can make your own. And if you don't already, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not over on my Instagram or my Facebook page, please do join me there. For both, it's Pamela Spence Herbalist, because I'm often sharing recipes or tips or links where you can make your own, which is a lot of fun. And if you have children, is a brilliant thing to do with kids to get them aware of using herbs for natural health. So all things we can do to keep ourselves healthy. Of course, the basics still apply. Sleep well, rest well, eat well, make sure you're hydrated. And then everything else that you can do on top of that is a bonus. And if you are one of those people who finds that you do too much, if you're a woman who does too much in particular, then please do look out for information around my new online membership that will be starting up in September, where I'll be teaching monthly classes on how to stop, how to learn how to stop, getting you back in touch with nature, and creating your own sort of archive of knowledge on herbs, so that you can create your own remedies from home easily and simply for yourself and your family. So please do either subscribe to my list and you get a free guide on how to use your hot drinks as medicines, rather than just reaching for the same old boring cuppa, but actually reach for some herbs that taste amazing and can do you good. So the link to that, if you're on YouTube just now, will be below. If you're on Facebook, it's pinned to the top of the page. You join up to my email list, you'll be kept up to date with information on the membership, and you get to download that free guide as well. So as usual, I hope you're having a good week. Please stay well. Comments are welcome, and let me know what you're struggling with, or if there's anything you'd like me to do a clinic quick 5 minutes on, then I'll be more than happy to do that. Take care.